what always comes up is, what about socialization? Well, you know, I think it's so funny. I've talked to so many parents, a lot when I used to work for Marty and Marilyn when I was traveling. They would, what do you do? I said, I train teachers, and do you have kids? You know, so they in school? Absolutely not. They're with me. And I explained to them this whole socialization thing, because it really is your ability to make social adjust or make fit into cooperative living. And I think I'm much better equipped to teach my daughters how to be social and how to socialize than their peers who are not trained in any of that. About socialization, I went, well, I don't know. Let's look. So we walked out into the living room. Melissa was speaking with Kimber's parents, so grandparents, and they were laughing and joking and carrying on a great time. Tasha was in the other room with the younger children and sort of playing with them. All the other teenagers were upstairs in the game room. They were playing a video game. But if you didn't have the controllers, you just watched other people until they were killed. And then they passed the controller. Nobody was talking. Nobody was interacting. I said, I don't know, who do you think's better socialized? A lot of students in this area, probably close to 130. We get together fairly regularly. We were at one of our schools on Friday actually working on a vision board, which is something that the kids just really come up, and you're familiar with these? It's based on the law of attraction, what you want to concentrate on. So this is probably our fourth one that we've done with our students. When you have 5 or 6 as a group, if you're sick for a day, or you don't show up, or you're in a grumpy mood, everybody knows. If you're one of 1,000, you can be a wallflower on the wall and nobody even cares. When we have a mastermind meeting at our school every Wednesday, and we talk about and come up with things that help others, and the idea being that we all agree to put as much thought into your areas of issue or problems or things you're trying to work on as you would yourself. Because, you know, 2 heads are better than 1. And people coming into a situation from a totally different viewpoint can pinpoint some other opportunities that you wouldn't see yourself. But the main reason I did it with my students is I wanted them to understand you don't get it all. You don't get to be terrific in everything. You have to realize other people have skills that can help you. How do you ask for that? How do you accept their help? How do you make it work for you?
Time for our weekly masterminding. So I wanted to talk to you guys about coursework.
Steven, do you want to go ahead? What is your plan?
Well, I'm finishing up Presidents this week, and I will be sending in my course on Thursday. I've been working really hard, so hopefully I won't have many corrections when I get back on Monday or Tuesday. And then I'll pick my questions, and I expect to take my test within 2 or 3 days after that. But I'm also in math and the Count of Monte Cristo, and the Count of Monte Cristo is really long, and I'm debating whether I can take another course with that in math. But see, you've done the courses after me, and
do you know which courses are next?
I think it's another literature course. Do you think I can squeeze that in before summer ends?
It really depends. If it's like literature analysis or one of those types of courses when it's a lot of writing, it just depends on how fast you can write. It really does. Because if you can only do a lesson a day, like one lesson and that's it, then that's fine, except it's probably going to take you 6 to 8 weeks, you know?
Yeah.
If you can figure out how to do more, and writing abstracts and vignettes can take a while.
Yeah.
So I guess just depend on look at it and see.
Yeah, and I was thinking about Presidents. You know, we both have the same course, so maybe if you want,
help each other study.
we can help each other study.
Very nice. But overall, I think I'll just finish up Presidents, and I'll work on math and the Count of Monte Cristo and just get all that finished.
I did like a set of questions a day. Like I worked on a page, and then I would not move on until I knew that page, and then I'd go on to the next one, and that really helped.
Yes. I'm in the same course as Steven. I'm working on literature analysis. And, okay, I have a question for you. Now I'm kind of I know we're supposed to do 3 chapters a day, and I think it's kind of hard, so how are you able to complete 3 chapters?
Well, what I do first is I read all 3 chapters, and I scope, schema, skim them, and then I go back and I put in the definitions for the chapters, and then I'll read it one more time, and it seems like a lot of work, but it really helps. And I'll read it one more time, and I'll write it out and just underline what the words are, the definitions, and it helps a lot.
Okay.
All right, Erin, your turn.
Well, I'm finishing up my American Literature course, and there's 50 lessons, so it's a lot longer than some of the other courses that I've done. But I figured out if I do a lesson and a half a day, then I should have my finished course sent in by May 1st, which is my send-in day. And so I can send in my completed course. And then I'll pick my test questions and study, which shouldn't take more than like a week or anything. So I should be finished with that. And then I have my math, which I'm on the last 2 chapters. So hopefully I can get that done and take those and take my final by the end of April.
That's good.
And I think I'm going to add another course in May. I'm going to start another one once I finish math. But I talked to my mentor, and she said that it was a good course to start because it's fairly short, and so I should be able to knock that out pretty easily.
We spent a lot of time on that type of thing. Plan your work and work your plan is our motto. That's why we have those meetings. When we first started, we met every morning and talked about how the day was going to be laid out. They also, at the end of the day, came and showed me their work. Here's what I've done today. They don't show me their work anymore because they've now taken ownership. They send it in once a week. They know what needs to be done, and they get it done. And they're just 14 now. They're still quite young. Erin, who you saw earlier, the lower redhead, that's her right there. This was their first year. She is in her senior year. She will be done May of, she's in senior English and will be done everything May of 2009. Her mother has just put her into a college chemistry course because her mother is organic chemistry. So she's already finished the sciences with us. She's working through that, which has delayed her exit a little bit. But it's okay, she's only just turned 14. So.